I will start playing now. Side chain test, 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 test. Okay, I gotta take out that loop. But okay. So basically, I recorded. I don't think anyone was watching anyway, so it wouldn't matter. But when I went live, there were some tech difficulties, and also I was just kind of nervous and kind of did a bad intro. But as I was listening to that track, first of all, I was really actually getting into that track. Like, this is my own music, but I love when I can actually just sit back and genuinely enjoy it. Like, I was headbanging to it. Um, but I thought while I was listening to it that the best way to introduce these videos would just be to play the track from start to finish of what I have at the start. That way, if you want to rewind to the very start, then you can just automatically see that just that. Or if I post it as a video, then it'll just be that. So yeah, I'm really learning on the fly here. So okay, so I think what I want to work on is this transition here. Basically, to explain what I need to do, I have this kind of like transition from the previous section that has lots of reverb, trails off, and then around here at bar 20, it's kind of foreshadowing the new riff in this really distorted synth, and then around here, everything else cuts out, and it's just the synth to kind of create a I should probably just play it to make a better. I'm gonna have to learn a lot to be a better presenter, this kind of thing. But you know, it's all a learning process. I plan to do this casually over a long period of time and just learn on the fly. So I'm sure I'll get better at this in the future. But yeah, basically, it's a synth foreshadowing the riff that comes next, and at like 21.4, I think everything else cuts out, but just the synth, and so you get this like kind of like eerie silence kind of thing. Oh, someone just joined. Hello there. Comment if you're actually watching or anything. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this section basically. I need a transition from this kind of like silent part that's pretty empty to this metal guitar drop type thing. It sounds like this whole section that I'm gonna work on. So yeah, it's just really sudden, and it's mostly how I want it. It's the basic idea is there, but definitely need more of a build going into it. So I found this. I think I'm gonna use this. Something like this. Actually, let me take the Redux off it. It's called this Tesla riser loop. I just found it in like the stock presets for Ableton sound design. But I think I'm actually going to use it with a Redux to destroy it, create an interesting riser type thing. It's a bit less sudden, and do a bit of a volume fade in, like something like this. Let's hear what this sounds like in context, just get an idea. Close to what I'm going for, definitely way too quiet. It kind of just comes out of nowhere. Let me hear this. Sounds kind of lame right now. I don't know if that's because it becomes too normal too quickly. Let me try something like this maybe. I think this is actually pretty close. I'm gonna go ahead and wait. I can't remember if I need it to be less or more sudden. Maybe a bit less sudden. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some reverb. I can probably just use the same thing I had before for the previous section. That continuity, and also just make it easier on myself. So I want this to carry over into the drop, because you're building a lot of momentum, and you want the drop to actually be momentous. Is that a word? It's probably a word. I can't believe it carries over the automation. It's actually really cool, but I don't need that. Need that. Okay, so let's hear what it sounds like drenched in reverb first of all. Yo, that actually sounds cool. That actually sounds way sicker than I thought it would. Hmm. So let me see what would it sound like if I um just made it so that the reverb only hits like basically right as it drops. So it's pretty dry, and then you just hear like a huge tail. I want to hear what that sounds like. Not quite enough. Make it a bit less sudden, like this. I made it super sudden, but made this louder. Dude, this sounds like a kind of sounds like a guitar if you just like hear this by itself. Kind of sounds like a guitar riff, or not a riff, but like as a sustained guitar, like distorted guitar tone. Like, this is actually kind of accidentally really sick. Listen to that. Like that is so cool, dude. Okay, but let's hear how it sounds in context once more. I really like this idea. Should want to make that last longer. Or I don't know, what would happen? Wait, can I just make it have a release on it? Or I don't know what would be the right way to do this, but basically I want the tail to be longer. First of all, let me see what would happen if I added a bunch of release. I'm interested. Hear that by itself. Versus that versus this. I think somewhere in the middle there would be nice. I guess a reverb more to feed off of. Let me make this. Can I make this less like pokey? I think that's probably just a visual thing. Synth. Yeah, probably. But okay, this is sounding pretty good, honestly. Hear how it sounds in context. It's a little too peaky, as in it just maybe compress it? Nah, but like, I think I'm gonna like manually do some high tech stuff right here. Something like this. This would probably be good. More intense. That way there's not really any peak here, so it doesn't take up too much actual space in the mix, but it has a really nice carrying decay. Let's see what this sounds like. I actually want to carry even longer, like this. I'm just gonna do a really, really manual type thing. Something like set this to like 4, and then on the reverb send, I'm going to make this really gradual, really, really. I can probably make this quieter. Here, where this releases. We're getting into nitty-gritty stuff, but unfortunately this is important. Thankfully no one's watching. Pretty hear its decline after like about here. So yeah, it is more quick, I would say. Like this, maybe. But I don't like how goofy it sounds at the end, so I'm gonna make this less intense even, so that you hear more like just bits and pieces of this sound design. Pretty good. Let's hear this in context. Now I think the before part is a little too loud. Can't make it more than 0 send. What's the idea here? What would this sound like? What if I made this like -2 and I made the overall volume go to negative or to just 4. I think that's better. Sounding pretty good. I'm wondering if I could add like a China or a crash or something here to kind of signify the end of the drums. Got that as gentle like whoosh. Different symbols. Tiny. This close, maybe. I'm starting to think it's just too loud in general. Let me make this just 1. Just did another bell. Sounds bad. About like a light crash. Kinda. Let me know. I'm getting too hyper focused on this, so let me try to mix it up and do. Uh, let me. There's no kicks here or anything, huh? I don't know. Let me play from this section and see what I feel. The trying to kind of figure out what's causing issues here. It's a very harsh sound, this. Maybe damp it a bit. Versus. That'll probably be a good idea. A slight damper. That might help. I could get louder faster. Maybe like slightly something like this. From this section, then I'll really try to get full perspective on it. Although the one thing is like the cut out of the drums and everything else definitely is very sudden. I should do something to address that, and then I think I'll be done messing with that section at least for now. I need to figure out what I need to do for that hit. I guess let me experiment with some stuff and see what it sounds. That's too much. What if I did a really light crash? Too light. Crash just too big. I'm in China. China's kind of good. Kind of works. That's maybe my best bet right now. I did like a big cake or something. I think that's gonna work. But maybe in combination, like a light cake with the China. Maybe something to foreshadow this dropout. Experiments and different stuff. hi-hat. If I like foreshadow the symbols that come up, which I can't remember exactly what they are. This. That sounds terrible, unfortunately. Blur. Send gain. Let's make this quieter. That carries pretty well. Let's hear this section to this section, and then if I'm happy enough with it and I can't, or if I can't really figure out what's wrong, then I'll just come back to it later and just not worry about it for now. Look at the overall volumes, but this is sounding good enough for now, I think. Whoa! Well, actually, watching. Comment if you're actually watching. Maybe move on to something more interesting in a second. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. I'm gonna save that and move on to whatever's next. So I'm gonna play this section and then see what needs to be done next. So basically, I definitely need to do something to fill in this emptiness between these two sections. So I'm gonna play the end of this section, let that momentum carry over into the emptiness. You'll hear how empty it sounds, and then I'll let it go into the next drop, and then I'll stop it shortly after that. trying to see what I could use to fill this much space, because there's a lot of space that needs to be filled here. First of all, maybe I could do a really long subsweep. Okay. Let me look at the subsweep I did before. Do something really similar to that. Why is there a convolution on it? Oh, is that on the master? Makes that it doesn't like affect the sub, maybe. Wait, I have bass on mono, I mean, so that's good. This less sub focused. Something like this, maybe. And I need to figure out what glide time would work well for this. Okay, now we're getting into annoying stuff. Let's see. Macro map? That doesn't seem to be it. Oh, sorry, not key map. No. Okay, now I need to see how to do this again. Show modulation? Nope. Go automate. I'll just see if I can do an automation. Limit is 2 seconds. Okay, so I need to see how I can increase this. Okay. God, I can't remember how to do this. Oh, I think I do. I think I do. Do this. There we go. There we go. Make this glide maximum. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. Make the maximum really high. And then let's see if that ruined everything. It did. So I'm just going to change this back to 2. What was it? Oh god, now I gotta do this again. Okay, give me 1 second. This stupid Ableton being stupid. Okay. I'm gonna do 470 in 2 seconds. The part of music making that I hope that AI can help with, because this kind of stuff is so boring. Let's see how long we need to make this. 8 seconds maybe? It's gonna be really long, but that's kind of what I want. Okay, something like this. Workshop it. Hello, chat if you're actually watching. And like this, that sounded pretty cool. Like that sub sweep. See how long I need to make it. I like that. I want it to probably end. Would it end there? That's gonna be so long, but that would be really interesting to just have a sub sweep that long. All right. At the bottom one be that long. Bottom notes. Oh, I don't even know how that works. Why is this changing? This is sounding cool because like the whole idea is I want this part to be really fast before, and then it kind of gradually feels like it's slowing down for this final drop that's really heavy and slow. I really like this a lot. Now let me hear. When does it reach its bottom note, basically? A bit longer. That's. Ooh, let me make it longer and see what it sounds like. I think it's going to be like basically inaudible at the very end. Okay, I think 10 seconds works. I'm gonna like fade this out around here. Kind of gets inaudible. Like this. I think this is already doing a lot to help. Trying to see if, trying to think if I need anything for this section, and also if it sounds actually good enough, because I made this a long time ago and did not expect it to be the final version. I don't know. Let's hear this again. It's sub-sweep. And I need this cymbal. The cymbal is like way louder than this guitar. So okay, is this just? If I turned off the ride, is this volume good? It'd probably be a bit louder. Yeah. 3 dB plus. Let's see how this sounds now. Probably be a little louder, actually. Also, is this already, or is this mono, or do I want that? I don't know. Uh, it's, let me put a mono on it. I don't think it's mono. It doesn't sound wide. I think it's just mono with reverb on it or something like that. What if I duplicated this so I have the mono off? But I'll keep that on just in case I want this mono. I don't know. And then I'll do the oldest trick in the book, 50 left, 50 right on the duplicate, and make the duplicate just slightly delayed. My wide boy preset. See how much cooler that sounds already? At least if you're listening on headphones. I wonder how that sounds not on headphones or not on actual good speakers. I guess now this definitely sounds way cooler. Do I want it to sound cooler? I don't know. I guess I'll see how much contrast I need. Let me play this end of this drop into the transition. Add the Joker reverb. I don't know what that is. Is there something called Joker reverb? I do not see anything like that. Thank you for the advice. I have no idea what that means. See if I made this quieter. I don't know the joke. Wait, hold on. Let me look this up. I don't think it's gonna expose anything. I think I set it up to where it only looks at my ableton. So let me look up Joker reverb. Joker reverb. I can't even. I mean, I'm finding Joker. The Joker soundtrack, slowed plus reverb. That's all I'm finding. Sorry, I can hardly pronounce your name. Diogo Kruger? It's a preset on a Melda reverb plugin that has the Joker face for some reason. I don't. I mean, thank you for letting me know what that is. I don't know what Melda reverb is. I'm looking this up now. It just looks like a random reverb plugin. Mail the because I'm interested and I'm all about viewer interaction. This is my very first viewer of all time, so I'm gonna engage with this, whatever this Joker preset is. Looks like a convolution reverb or something like that. Realistic space simulation. Seeing stuff about spatial positioning and lots of creating space, creating a realistic space. I mean, sounds cool. I don't know if adding the Joker reverb preset is a joke or a genuine suggestion, but unfortunately I don't have that plugin, so. Honestly, I'm a little stun locked here. I don't know if I need anything here to fill this space. Because I want it to be pretty sparse. I want to create a lot of contrast between this, you know, maybe I'll make these slightly lower in volume, see what that sounds like. I'm so sorry your first viewer is talking about the Joker reverb. This song is hard though. Thank you. I'm assuming you're meaning hard as in it goes hard, like it's a banger. It's heavy, it hits hard. Which, if that's the case, then thank you. This is all made using fake guitar sounds, so I'm doing my best, but I think put a ton of work into making this sound decently realistic, but mostly just heavy and crazy. So I'll go ahead and play the whole song from start to finish so far, and then I'll think of what I need to add. Thanks. Thanks, Diogo Kruger. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Save this. I'm gonna play the thing from start to finish for right now, and then think of like if there's anything I need to edit, because I'm a little stun locked. I'm getting a little too focused on the tiny details. I just want to make some progress. bad. I need to make it end here so I don't hear that annoying loop. Okay, so I'm gonna slightly reduce the volume here, like very, very slightly, because it just sounds like a little loud there. Probably gonna end it soon, and just like, take a break, come back later. There's just some tiny things that are just annoying me. I don't want to hyper focus on anything too much, but overall it's sounding quite good. One thing I thought of is I wonder if I could add this vinyl plugin, which I kind of tend to overuse, but it's a really good plugin to, for the way I use it, to create contrast between more intense sections and less intense sections. So I'm gonna put this over the most chill section of this relatively, and see how that sounds if I just have something like this for that one section. Mechanical noise in there. Maybe actually electrical noise would probably be cool for this, because it's like an amp or something. Hear what it sounds like. It didn't have any warp at all. I wonder what that'd sound like. I'm gonna stop for a second to see the contrast. Put a mono in it, because I'm interested if I like mono the entire thing, what it would sound like. It sounds so bad on the drop. Hey, if someone's actually watching, please comment. I'm just saying that whenever I see two people, because I know I'm one of the people, because I'm on my phone with comments. But I'm trying to see if I can make this transition better with more contrast and more interesting. I'm gonna play the part before this, and so let me automate this real quick. That turns on here and then turns off. Actually, I would have to turn it off a bit before, so it's gonna be a little wonky. But and then the mono sounds so different. So I wonder if I should use this. Make sure I'm very much doing it at the right time, like this. See what this sounds like. Oh, that's too far back. That sounds weird. Sounds like it's coming from another room or something. Actually, that gives me an idea. Another room, I could use convolution reverb. Actually, it's I guess the Ableton stock one is just called hybrid reverb. So what if I just turned off this mono and put on a really, like, let me look for a really interesting convolution reverb preset. Guess I would have to go to audio effects, hybrid reverb, see what they have. But this is giving me interesting ideas. I think this could work well. Room or space, maybe. Try different things. Dirty synth room sounds cool. Let's do that. Definitely sounds like something. Turn off the vinyl so I can actually get the full sound of this. That definitely sounds like a completely different space, and I like that. That might be the way to go to create this contrast that I want. Let me try different presets. That just sounds like a generic reverb, like it's just not very convincing as a car garage, I don't think. That's more algorithmic, which is not what I want. That one's not good at all. It's something. It just kind of sounds like it's just a really bad delay. Once again, terrible. Large hostile bedroom. That's kind of cool, but the like delay is too much. So cool. It sounds completely different. I'm thinking convolution reverb is the way to go for this, probably. Let me also add the vinyl and see what it sounds like. That's so cool. It sounds completely like a different room. Probably good. A bit. I think the warp doesn't add anything. I think this is probably a good sound without the vinyl. Just doesn't sound that convincing. With the vinyl, there's something extra cool here. mono. The default was 165, that's probably good. Okay. Let's first of all, let me compare that to the other one. That's like a really bad reverb. That sounds pretty good. I think this one sounds too delay-y. I think I'm gonna just stick with this one. Just I think it's more convincing in not mono. Added dust. Add anything. What about scratches? Nothing. More wear. Adds a bit, so let me just like slightly up it from what I had before. Like this. What about lo-fi? It might be a little bit too intense. I think the lo-fi adds something to it. Sorry, I think the lo-fi adds something to it. So I'm going to turn to my automation. Okay, yeah, that's right. Turn this on just right here to here. See what this sounds like. Context. And then I really have to pee. I'm probably gonna end the stream after this. I did not mean to do that, but that sounds kind of cool. Be too loud. Like I want to create contrast with volume, so let me hear what this sounds like. Why does that make that sound? What if I muted both of these? Would that sound still be there? No, so it's something to do with this. The activation. I did it like slightly before, so that isn't like built up. See, I can just do a mix wetness. Let me turn this off. On. Do a show automation like this. Something like this would be good. Make sure I turn it off here. What does it sound like? That sounded better. Okay, let me hear this drop, or end of this drop. Make that more fluid, more subtle. Probably good. Might have to make this part external because, okay, this is kind of complex, but this is I think the last thing I do, and then I think I'm gonna pee, because I have to pee very badly. It's my main reason for ending the stream. And also, I'm kind of running out of stuff to do and getting a little in a rut. But, yeah, what I want is I want this rising sound right here. I want that to have its, I don't know, have a really explosive, powerful, aggressive sound, like it's right happening inside your head. And right now, that's been kind of compromised by the fact that I'm cutting out a bunch of frequencies and putting it into a dirty synth room. So I'm gonna figure out how I can make that not do that. So I think what I'm gonna do is, at the very least, make this. Okay, I'm gonna save this so I don't screw anything up. But I'm going to cut this like this. This. Control X. Oh, I don't want to cut the start of this. So Control E, Control X. Going to a brand new track, I think. Audio track. And this is also going to make things annoying because now I have to deal with a whole extra layer of work potentially, I think, but whatever. This, I might have to reduce this in volume because now it's not being reduced. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. So it should be the right volume now, and actually, I think it's a bit louder because I have like an EQ on the master, just to make it less loud, for the purpose of the stream. Don't you love that sound? Brown noise sound. It's pretty cool, actually. All right, let me play this part, and if I'm happy enough with it, then I'm going to call it there. line correctly? Looks like it is. Made this mono. What that sound like? Versus that's pretty good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna play the whole thing, and let me hear this transition one more time. I want to make this as smooth as possible. That sounds about right. Okay, full thing. I'm gonna save this, and we're gonna hear what it sounds like. 3, 2, 1. Final product for tonight. And honestly, at this point, I'm like 95% done. If you don't count like the final mastering touches and stuff like that. I need to test it in the studio and stuff like that. But yeah, 95% done in terms of composition right here. Okay, so that is it for now. I'm gonna see how this sounds in terms of my voice compared to the music volume and how I can potentially do this better in a way that's more interesting and efficient and educational and entertaining. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah. And I'm learning on the fly of how I should do this. And this is my first real full stream where I actually interacted with one viewer. So thanks to that person, and hopefully many more, and it'll just get better from here. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Got some progress done, not as much as maybe I would have liked, but got some transitions done, and overall, film this track is pretty dang close to done. And like one more long session, I should definitely get the whole composition done, and then it's just mastering and stuff, which I'm not even gonna do on stream or anything. But yeah, I think this is quite a banger track for the most part, and might do some stuff off camera, and then do one more stream and finish this thing. Yeah. Peace.